Okay guys, this is John McClean here, and this is my 2015 KLR 650. Single cylinder, and everybody wants to know, is it really any good? Well, the bike has quite frankly exceeded my expectations, but it's also very quickly shown out its lacking abilities due to the fact it's simply a single cylinder. The bike was purchased for $5,000 with the Outbark skid plates and crash bars, which have worked great. Very good product, very impressed with it. I bought the bike with 14,000 kilometers on it. It's got 20,000 kilometers on it now. The biggest question people say is, what are the upgrades you've done? Well, crash bars and skid plates are a must. Okay, even though it's got decent ground clearance, it's huge. I went with the Tusk panniers, $400 US for both sides and the brackets. Been very, very sturdy. Matter of fact, box on the left side here has taken a really, really good hit and done very well. One of the major things I did was I got a TourTech holder for my GoPro, for my Garmin. The GoPro goes on the helmet. The suspension is stock, and I've left it that way, basically because you got to ride 100 to 200 miles to get to someplace you want to get to. Biggest thing I've done, believe it or not, is I went with the longer stock windscreen for 65 bucks. What a dream this thing is. Works really, really well out on Interstate Highway 10 in Arizona here, basically clipping along full throttle, 71, 72 miles an hour. Lifted the air right up to basically the little over the top of the beak of the helmet, since I'm wearing a motocross helmet. The stock windshield basically was throwing all the air at my chest and basically trying to rip my head off. So big change there. The other thing was I've installed on both panniers the TourTech gas tanks on the boxes here. They give me basically an extra 6 liters of fuel, 0.8 gallons US. Really helps my range a lot. Of course, I've had and always pretty much will have the spot transponder. I went with the ROX 2-inch bar risers down here. They were really easy to install, took about 10 minutes. Basically gives me an extra 1.5 inch height, so for my long torso it works really, really well. The bike came with the 12-volt adapter, which I basically repositioned it to have it down here once I had the bar risers in. Out of sight, out of mind. If you're looking to buy a KLR, the only thing I have against the bike is the color. This matte finish, black finish, you can't see it, but it scratches up like crazy. Gas leaves marks all over it and stains it, but the slightest thing leaves a mark in the matte finish, like anything. The last thing I did was put these great big stickers on. Of course, these are reflective at night, so hopefully people will see the back end of this thing. You know, who knows what they actually mean? Down here in the United States, most of the print shops didn't even know what it stood for, amazingly. Anyway, I've so far figured out I can, with the fuel on board, the 6 gallons US in the tank, and the 1.8, 1.7 gallons in this extra containers, I can get about 620 kilometers with all the gas I carry with me. The bike has been great. It's not a highway bike. The winds down here are pretty amazing. And when I basically get into the interstates and I open up the throttle, I'm 300 pounds plus the gear, plus the accessories. There's an extra 350 pounds on the bike. So it tops out about 71, 72 miles an hour according to the GPS, which is just fine because in Ontario, that'll get your bike taken away from you anyway. The bike came with these stock tires, aftermarket tires actually. They actually have worked out really well in the desert, and that's where I'm really having a lot of fun. It's been great, like I say, stock suspension, because I don't want anything really any rougher. And today it's going in for its 20,000 kilometer oil change, new chain and lubing of the cables and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that stuff here, other than just chain oil to do it. So there's my 2 cents worth on the 2015 KLR 650. And if you want to go out and put crazy miles on like I do, go for it, man. This bike is a real dream. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.